rose with you.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back for another tutorial today. Today I wanted to do a tutorial using rose gold tones, but I wanted to do something a little bit more grungy because a lot of the times when you see a rose gold tutorial, something more along the lines of something very like classic and pretty and girly. Personally, that's not the look I often go for. I don't usually go for super pretty and girly. I mean, never say never, but like I usually go for more of like an edgy, grungy look, just day to day, like for my own purposes, like when I want to do makeup that I like the way it looks and it kind of goes with my whole vibe, you know? So today I decided to do like a very smoky, halo, grungy take on a rose gold look, and it is a rose gold look full face. So we are doing a rose gold lip, I am using a rose gold highlight, and we are doing rose gold tones on the eyes. If you would like to see how I do my foundation and my contour and all that shit, it is down in the description below. It is my foundation routine, and you can watch that separately. I just don't like to include it because I feel like it makes the videos drag out a little too long if I do it every time. I'm also excited because I got to use a few items from the Jouer Rose Gold collection, which I have been dying to find a way to do a tutorial with recently, but like they're kind of subdued and I didn't feel like they were interesting enough for a tutorial until now, until I found a way to include them into this look. Personally, I really like this look. I've been doing like different versions of this type of a halo eye, which is like a little bit more of an extreme version of it. I'm really enjoying the shape that it adds to the eye area, so hopefully you enjoy it as well. With that being said, let's just jump right into the makeup, shall we? To start with today, I'm going to dive into the handy dandy Tarteist Pro palette. I'm going to use the color Chic as a transition today because we're doing a more rosy look, so we want a more rosy tone throughout. And I'm going to apply it using this Mirabella eye blending brush because I can't find my Sigma E40, like both of them. I don't know where they went. It makes me cry. But this looks like it's very similar and I'll get the job done. I don't even know where this came from. Next, I'm going to grab a little bit of this shade Innocent on this e.l.f. eye brush, and I'm going to pack that across the entire lid just to give a base for the darker shadows to sit and blend nicely, and also because it has like a little bit of that rosy tone to it, so I think it'll work perfectly. Next, I'm going to grab a slightly darker shade. This is the color Whimsy. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques shading brush just to pack that on the outer and inner corners of the lids. You guys know the drill with the halo eye. It's kind of just like a gradient from the outside to the inside. To go even darker on the corners, I'm going to grab a little bit of the shade Drama on this e.l.f. pencil brush. And at this point, you should solidly look like you have a black eye, but I promise it'll look better in the end. Before I finish deepening up the corners, I kind of want to blend this out a little bit and marry those colors together. And what I'm going to do to make sure that this kind of has the same rosy tone as the rest of the face is I'm going to pick up a blush. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the color Party. Probably also use Exposed or one of their slightly darker rosy shades if that works better for your skin tone. I'm just going to use this to blend out the edges. And to darken up the outer corner, I am going to go in with a black shade. I'm going to go into that Tarte palette again and use the color Punk. I'm just going to pack that on the very outer portion of the eyes and maybe a little bit in here too. I'll see when I get there. With the same exact e.l.f. brush. You don't need to clean it because it's going to be blending those same two shades together anyway, and they're both pretty dark and you're not going to be able to tell the difference. center of the eyes, I want a rosy gold highlight shade. The Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Thunderstruck. As you can see from the way that it shines, even in this blown out lighting, it is kind of like a pinky gold shift. Personally, I think this is one of the most beautiful makeup products ever made in history. I use it as a cheek highlight all the time. So today we are going to pack it onto a Real Techniques shading brush, a clean one this time, and we're going to wet it, and it's going to give us a beautiful rosy goldy highlight in the center of the lid that we're going to be like For underneath the eye, I am going to go through the same steps again, like pretty much literally exactly even in the same shape underneath like we did on the top. So I'm going to grab Chic again, and this time I'm going to grab a clean blending brush. This is a Morphe M441, and I'm going to drag that underneath the eye area, and I'm going to be smoking it out pretty low today. So if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to do it, but I'm going to take it pretty low, okay? Okay. I am expecting a bit of fallout, so I'm really going in heavy with the powder so we can wipe it away, just in case. Better safe than sorry. Next, I'm going to go back in with the color Whimsy again on the same Real Techniques shader brush that I cleaned off a little bit on my little color switch sponge in between. Next, I am going to mix a little bit of Drama and Punk together and go back in with that e.l.f. pencil brush and do that on the outer corners, and I'm going to connect the outer corner to the top outer corner to make it look like a good outer corner. Next, I'm going to do the very same thing I did on the top and grab that Tarte blush on the same brush and just kind of smooth the edges out and warm it all up with that rosy tone. I'm going to grab Kat Von D Thunderstruck, and I'm going to apply it on a wet brush. But this time I'm going to use a pencil brush because I want it to be a little bit more precise, because the bottom of our eyelids is obviously a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to use this Sigma E30 pencil brush. I want to mimic the shape of this eye with the waterline pencils as well. So for the outer portions, I'm going to use Anastasia Darkside Liner pencil, and for the middle, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Walk of Shame waterline pencil. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to sweep away this powder and pop on some mascara and false lashes, and then we can move on to the rest of the rose goldy face. I know this still looks crazy. The lashes are going to bring it all together, I promise. I promise. Okay, the lashes are on. I told you they're going to bring it together. These are the Cocoa Lashes Venus Lash. If you guys haven't noticed by now, I get into like a lash mood, and I wear the same lashes over and over again until I can't anymore, and then I switch to another pair that I love, and I wear those until you can't stand me anymore. That's what I'm doing with these right now. Also, when I applied my bottom mascara, I didn't completely avoid the middle, but I didn't go heavy on the middle because I didn't want to cover up too much of the white shine, pinky, rosy gold little beam we have going on down there, so make note of that. Now we get to put some fun stuffs on the cheeks. For a blush, I'm going to use this Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Dusk. I just started trying these out the other day, and the formula is beautiful. They're really, really liquidy, and it makes it feel a little bit weird to put it on because you're kind of like, oh, this is gonna make a mess of things. But once you blend them out, they are absolutely beautiful. I'm just looking for a brush. I'm just gonna dab some directly onto my cheek and then blend it out with a buffing brush. For the highlight today, the obvious answer to the highlight we need in our life. Jouer highlight in rose gold because it's beautiful. And I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks and all the high points of my face with my Tarte blush brush. For the lips, I'm first going to apply it like a rosy tone liquid lipstick. I'm going to opt for the Kat Von D Liquid Lip in Lolita. In the center of the lip, I'm going to put a little bit of a metallic pinky rose color. This is the Jouer Liquid Lipstick in Praline. And appropriately, I'm going to top that all with the Jouer Lip Topper in Rose Gold. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, maybe learned something, maybe found something useful. I hope you recreate it. If you do, please show me. I love seeing that. It makes me so happy. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and also go ahead and turn on notifications if you would like to know immediately every time I post a video. It would be awesome if you could do that. It'd be so awesome. You can also go ahead and follow me on social media. I am at Ms. QuinnFace on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I'll list that all here on the screen as well as in the description below. And it's also just the same everywhere, so you guys know where to find me. That's it for today. Thank you guys for hanging out and doing some makeup with me. You're awesome, and I will see you in the next one.